Hey, thank you, everybody. So let's share the screen. And so tonight we are going to start with the business meeting, because I think we will get, where's the little dots? I want to hide that bar. Why is not letting me? Really meeting controls, okay. So now let's start. So we're starting with the business meeting. Because we probably won't get to it later on. So, this is our June 2026 meeting. We had hoped to have a dye workshop this time, but the timing didn't work out. So we're moving that to the fall. So we're gonna start with the business meeting, and I'll try to keep it quick. It is 7:01. So some old business, we had talked about fundraising before. So Andrea had a very interesting idea for fundraising. Her idea was to sell dye plant seedlings in the spring. Because she's been growing them on her roof for, I think this is the third year. And she said she has a lot of madder plants and, is it calendula and all the dye and indigo. And she thought that might be an interesting way to do fundraising. So if the guild members think that might work going forward, I could reach out to Miller Corey and see if they would let us do it there. Because then we could invite other guilds and, we just couldn't do it when they have another event going. So, but I thought that was a really interesting idea. Some other old business, we had thought about maybe making a calendar with leaf swatches or a cookbook with leaf swatches. So I'm hoping next year we can maybe have a few people who would like to be a committee on fundraising, and so we could maybe do some planning, maybe plan a sale, which we have not had since 2022. Another thing we mentioned last month is possibly doing a survey of what members' interests are so that we can target our programs to what everybody wants to learn. So that is probably something we will work on. And then the guild website, so it's gone through some iterations. The reason it has is Martha, the person who is president of MAFA, was also doing the website. And when she no longer was president, they had someone do it, and that person got sick and could not carry the ball. So we were working with them for quite a while, and we did the onboarding form, we did a lot of research to see what other websites look good to us. So the new person reached out and had a bunch of questions. So they wanted to know what kind of logo we want. Do we want the W that we have? Do we want W plus Westfield Beavers Guild? I wanted to know if you wanted to look at the logo and possibly revisit it or update it or something. So that is something that we could reach out over the summer and maybe work on. We need to have an image on the landing page. We did send them, oops, we did send them a bunch of images. So it just has to be resized, and I can do that on Photoshop. They used the previous mission statement, which is out of date. Our newest mission statement is on our Instagram page. And so that needs to be sent to them, the new one. I have been asking Gretchen if we can do online payment for dues and for different things, and I have not gotten an answer yet. They want to know whether we can link to PayPal, so that's a question for Gretchen. We wanted to have a calendar page, but the webmaster is suggesting a list, so we could do a list month by month. We wanted to have a gallery heading, so we could have photos of what the guild is doing, what members are doing. And it seems like it's a good idea to do it by groups of photos. But, if you have comments about that, please let us know. And then we wanted to do a resource page. And so the question is, do we want to have fiber events that are going on in our area? Do we want to have links to interesting websites? Do we want to have in memoriam, which we did on our old website for previous members? We would like to have something about our library. And Leah, do you know if we use library thing?
Yes.
So we could put a link for that. Okay, yay, great, thank you. And then for members who want to sell any equipment or trade any equipment, we thought it would be good to have that page. We didn't talk about whether, and I mean me and Gretchen, we didn't talk about whether we want to have outside people post on that page, maybe for a fee, which would help our fundraising a little bit. So that's something we can talk about, or if you have any input, please just shoot us an email at westfieldweaversguild@gmail.com. So this is the status, it's moving forward. And as soon as we figure out some of the answers to these questions, we will actually be moving ahead. And get our new website, yay, which could mean better visibility. So, moving along, we have new business. And the important business this month is the welcoming of the new guild officers. So, yay! So, I'd like to thank the Wolf for being the nominating committee. Thank you very, very much. It's appreciated, it's appreciated.
We've got jobs for other people too.
We do. And then we're going to do a little bit of formal welcomes. So Kathleen is our new guild president.
Yikes.
So I'm ready to pass the baton. And you need to open these now.
Okay,
And I'm not a very good with that.
thank you.
Welcome.
I'm scared.
I like the wrapping paper.
Yeah, pretty.
Like-
Less fancy.
Pretty.
Like one of those, the firecracker thing.
It does. It does.
Pull it a kaboom. Christmas cracker.
We can make that too.
I have a die for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then use it for collage.
Yes, yes. Oh, man. Okay, I'll tear.
Scissors?
There we go.
Careful unwrapping and we throw it.
So,
Needed some kind of baton to pass.
that is hysterical.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So hopefully it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna have a blast like we always have. And everyone can keep me on the straight and narrow. Because we all know it makes bubbles. I'm a little loosey goosey.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
that's wonderful.
Great.
What's it say?
Easy.
This
This is awesome, thank you.
Okay, so I am moving from president to vice president in charge of programs. So- And then Irene is going to be our sole secretary. So here is the.
Yay.
Oh, I love it. Thank you very much. Official.
Yes, yes.
Also have the baton.
And then Gretchen is not here, so I can't give her a wand. And Leah, I wanted to thank you also for being our librarian.
Of course.
Of course.
So cute.
That's cute.
I can't see what's that.
Okay, so welcome, everybody. More new business. The Miller Quarry Museum is having their fall festival on September 27th. It's one of their two big events of the year. It is, so they're looking for people to come and weave and spin and knit and lace.
Ellen, there's a meeting on July 6th, and I'll double check that, for volunteers, Miller Corey. Anyone who wants to find out about volunteer opportunities, I'm gonna
They
go.
got back to
They got
me.
back to me, yes. I'm gonna go to look into volunteering, in the kitchen, but it's gonna be general for anybody who's interested, and,
Wait, who's hosting it? I mean,
don't know.
is it Laura or?
Well, I heard back from Laura, so maybe it's,
Okay, great. She's sort of the lead person for volunteers.
yeah, just double
But,
check, I believe it's
If
July 6th.
anybody wants to volunteer and is also interested in sewing clothing from about 1740. Mary Ann, Chris's wife, Chris the gardener at Miller Quarry, sent me a whole bunch of clothing patterns from 1740 this week. So whoever would like to maybe make part of their costume or all of their costume, I will be happy to send. you.
Yes, that would
Okay.
be
So
great.
you can let me
Thank
know. They do have a whole closet full of, or actually a shower. Full of costumes that people can borrow if you want to, but you don't have to, you can wear whatever you want to, I'm just happy to have volunteers. So this is the day after the Sheep to Star, which at Kenilworth Library, which is September 26th. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this is like our, for the AmRev 250, and a lot of, places in town, we're trying to incorporate that. And, I thought, well, like, this is my favorite thing to do. So we will be doing a sheep to scarf, and we're going to have our yarnies, we'll have people knitting, we'll have people, carding, we will have people spinning, and of course, like all of you, if you so choose. And we'll weave into scarves, people can knit, and it's gonna be fun. We'll have things for children to try out. This is a hands-on for the public. And people will see how they made fabric back in the day. So
Excellent. What are the hours?
let's see, 10, I think 10:30 to 1:30, I believe. I'll get back to you on.
Okay, we'll let people know
Mhm.
also. But 10:30
Ellen, I'm sorry, July 1st for Miller Corey Volunteer Day.
July
At 7:30
1st.
PM, July
In the
1st.
evening, okay.
7:30
thank you.
PM.
Thank you. Next week, right?
Yes.
Okay, I really, if I don't remember that, I might, I need to send an email to everybody.
Yeah.
To find it.
I can do that.
Thank you. No, I can send it, I just need to remember.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Okay. And so this is a really wonderful thing. So Maxine Vreeland, one of our members, made an extremely generous donation to the Westfield Weavers Guild this week to help us with programs. She sold one of her big looms and she's donating all the money for more programs. This is the second time she's done something like that. So
Thank you,
Maxine. You have done wonders for the guild, so thank you, thank you, thank you. It's excellent. So let's see. Okay, so the business meeting is over at 7:14. So yay.
Yay.
Somebody could write that down because I probably won't remember. So what we're gonna do.
You created a monster.
I might have. What we're gonna do tonight is an idea borrowed from the Francis Irwin hand weavers. And they did a program of making weave reference cards by doing paper weaving. So Dee was very generous to lend me.
It was so much fun.
Oh.
That was fun.
Love it.
I ask you to, I will be saying how to do it, but.
Oh, okay. And basically, it's weaving in and out and making different patterns, but when you do it with the paper, you really have a hands-on idea of what to do. And
Oh.
so like what you have are these cards, and then you're going to use whatever colors you want and put down a warp, and then you're gonna weave a weft. But you can do all kinds of, you can do plain weave with different colors, you can do, quills. Here are a couple that I did. It was just so much fun. And then if you're good, you can keep them and like, Sally kept hers and had it.
If I didn't send enough of these, we might have to share.
Okay. Thank you.
But it's a good idea to, just use different colors and just find out what works for you.
And so we can use this stuff paper if you want to. If you want to do any drafts of the,
I was gonna give this to Irene.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna give it to you, but
Oh.
it's
I
from
had,
here.
because I missed that at Francis, I wasn't there that day, but when I went the next time, they gave me some to take home and try, which I haven't done yet.
Good, good. Well, we do that here. So, so you can make a library, and what I think is kind of a fun idea is you can punch holes in the corner and use a binder ring
Yes.
to keep them together. So, and then because we're doing it on index cards, you can write notes on the back of it, of any project. So, I think I need to pass more things around. So, please take one and pass them. Also, okay, I can. Leave that out.
Yes, yes.
Okay, hole punches, zeros. And we're using big. Yeah, makes it easier.
Yeah.
But paper is very delicate. Okay, so we're gonna be making these references a lot. Is there help? Okay, so, it's different idea that has 4 components. It has the threading along the top, straight draw, point draw, or something else. It has the tie-up next to the threading, and the numbers correspond, the tie-up numbers correspond to the numbers of the threading. Yeah. And then underneath the tie-up is the treadling if you're using floor loom. And each column represents, when you step on the treadle, one shaft is going to move. And if you have a rising shift, for example, the top row, you step on the treadle, it will lift 1 and 4, and the next one will lift 3 and 4, and 1 and 4. So this is a simple 4-part draft, but there are some drafts that also include color. They show the warp colors, they show the weft colors along the top and the side. And some of them also have a lift plan aside from a tie-up and a treadling. So the lift plan is what you would use if you're weaving on a table loom. And unfortunately, my weaving software does not put numbers in there. I don't know if Fiberworks does. Does it put numbers in? So that makes it much easier. I just use Photoshop and put white numbers on top. What we're concerned with for doing these weave drafts is the drawdown of the cloth. So the drawdown is the picture of the interlacing. So that's what we're going to be weaving, is the little picture, the bottom left-hand corner. So what does a draft mean? In most drafts in the United States, the black squares of the drawdown represent a warp thread that is covering a weft thread. So it means it's a thread you lifted up for that row. So if you're using a rigid heddle, it would be, if you're pulling the heddle up, it would be everything that's in the holes. So the black squares represent a warp thread that's on top of each intersection. And the white squares represent a warp thread that didn't lift, so the weft is on top. So it's either the warp thread is on top or the weft thread is on top, and that's what each section here is. And that's pretty much what you'll be doing with your paper weaving. So this is a 4-part paper weaving of the threading. The threading here is a point draw, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it's kind of a 2-2 twill that's reversing. They did a crazy tie up here because they have 2 treadles that are duplicates that didn't need to be. So I just thought it was a good looking paper weave, so that's why it's here. So we're going to be using index cards that are thinner than the index cards I used to buy. They used to have cotton rag content, and now I don't know what they're made of. But my recommendation is that you hold 2 together or 3 together just to make it a little more sturdy while you're working. So please take a little file. There's 500 here, so you can take as many as you want. We're going to use double stick tape tonight, because it's less messy than your fingers than glue sticks. But you could also use a glue stick, and I brought one if anybody wants to use that too. So we basically need index cards, double stick tape, and paper. So the paper that we're gonna use is quilling paper. And it's sold at Michael's and it's sold online. And it used to be a lot thicker. So I'm gonna recommend that you are gentle with the paper because it can crease pretty easily. When I opened the package, I was surprised because I used to do quilling and the paper was much sturdier. But we have 200 pieces of paper. So you're gonna pick colors that you like. And you're going to maybe start for the first one with 8 papers running up and down vertically on your index card. So you're gonna be holding the index card portrait direction. I did bring a ruler. The width of your weaving will be about 3 3/4 inches. These are metric. So these are larger papers to start with. I know when Sally Orgren was doing hers, she cut the papers in half, but you can buy them half size. So if anybody wants to use thinner ones or alternate thick and thin, you can do thick and thin, you can do colored weave, dark and light. So we're gonna be using that. So what you're gonna do first is take your index card and just put tape across the top. And my recommendation is you don't start it exactly at the top because then you can't write the name of the weave. So I started my sample too high up. I'm gonna suggest you come down about 1/4 inch. And then you're just gonna put your double stick tape a little bit in from the edge across the top. I left about 1/8 inch in between, but if you wanna place it precisely, you can take a piece of paper and you can use a ruler and just indicate, make a template. And then you can draw little pencil dots so you know the spacing of it. I'm doing this the way I cook, which is casually. So, but you can have the control if you want to. So you're gonna start by putting your tape across the top. And then of course you have to peel the white part off. And then you're actually gonna be weaving from the top down. Even though when you're weaving on the loom, you're weaving from the bottom up. So if it's helpful for you to think about, you can turn it around and weave from the bottom up, or you can work top down. If you're using one of the weave drafts as reference, you could go either way. So it doesn't really matter. And after you've woven a bunch in, these are cut in half because they were much too big. When you're done, if you want to, you can either use double stick tape or a glue stick to glue the wefts in, and then you can cut them off and true them up. So I found the easiest way to weave is to insert your papers right where the index card ends, because your warp papers are a little bit off the surface. Otherwise you can just lift them, put your paper under, go over, lift them, put your weft under. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Um, so so you continue to weave enough. I like doing a repeat and a half, but you can fill up the whole thing if you want. And then when it's done and you've secured them, then you can just trim the edges. I think it's probably a good idea to write the name of the weave across the top. So in this case, it would be a 2-2 twill. And then here's the hole puncher. And everybody should have a binder ring, so you could punch a hole and have a whole ring of your weave drafts.
It's cool, yeah.
So I hope I remembered to bring the books. I think I did. Yeah, I did. So one of the best resources is the Olsner book, which was printed, I think, in the 1930s. And it was originally written for industry. I have 2 copies, so you can pass them around. It's got amazing weave drafts. It has fantastic crepe weaves, and it goes from 4 shaft. I think there's some 2 shaft, but it goes from 4 shaft on up. And then this is another book that I didn't put in the PowerPoint, but it also has some interesting weave drafts that you might want to look at. So the G.H. Oldman book, it's a Dover book, so I don't know if it's still in print, but it was inexpensive. A wonderful resource is handweaving.net, and I can send you a PDF of this if you want it. So handweaving.net is a membership, it's a subscription, I think it's $24 a year. And it is a repository of thousands, if not millions, of weave drafts. You can use it for free, but you can't save anything. You could do a screen capture, but if you're a member, you can look up, it has a search bar, and you could put in steep twills, you could put in bunny rabbit weaves in summer and winter, and it is a fabulous resource. One of the possible programs we might have over the winter is Chris Bruland, who's the designer of handweaving.net, talking about how to use it. So that may be one of the possible programs. We've done that before. Some other great reference books are what's called the Carol Strickland book. It's 8 shaft, a Weaver's Book of 8 shaft patterns. But it doesn't just have drawdowns, it has the threading drafts. I didn't bring these because they have the 4-part drafts and you have to do the drawdown. But it's great for ideas. And then the Handweaver's Pattern book by Margaret Davis in the Green Book is all 4 shaft weaves, and it's wonderful. And there's a buzz going around that they're going to republish it with color samples. And there are Facebook groups. There's a Facebook group called Strickler in Color. So it's people who leave the designs in the Carol Strickler book and then post them in color. And then the Andex is another great resource for shaft weaves. So this is an interesting book. I think it's out of print, The Primary Structure of Fabrics, but it has basic weave structures in it. Probably borrowed the interlibrary. And then this is a Vastuga publication. It's called Weave Structures the Swedish Way, but it's got great drafts, really interesting drafts. So if you're sort of looking around for ideas of what we want to weave, some of these books are great.
Are they Swedish drafts or
They're Swedish drafts.
translated?
I believe they're Swedish drafts with the threading along the bottom.
So you have to translate it.
Yes, yes. The Swedish drafts are written with the threading across the bottom rather than across the top. Their thinking being that you're weaving from the bottom up, which makes sense. So they might have pictures of the book's interior on the Vostuga website. I do not own this book, but it looked like a great book. Another wonderful resource is Pinterest. If you just look up weave drafts, or you can look up specific weave drafts like color and weave or summer and winter weave drafts. This one led to a blogger called Meg Weaves, and she was just showing all the different things you can do with the 4-shaft loom. And she just did a variety of different threadings rather than straight draw to come up with different structures. So I thought that was pretty cool. So Pinterest is just, big rabbit hole of things. So these are some designs from Pinterest. The first one is color and weave, which alternates dark and light threads. It's mostly plain weave with a float of 2 every so often. But it gives you patterns that don't look like the weave structure by alternating dark and light in the warp and dark and light in the weft. This weave draft has the warp colors and the weft colors. So that's on Pinterest. This is a networked draft. I think it might be a 12-shaft weave. And by networked, instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's threaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So networking might be something the guild wants to look at. And then the other one on the right is also color and weave. And that's an 8-shaft point draw, alternating black and white in the warp and weft. And occasionally there's either 2 blacks or 2 white threads in a row that changes the way the pattern reads. So you can do these with paper weaving. Pretty amazing. This was best. It's just a whole bunch of different weave structures that are, some are standard, some are not. Roof weave is unusual, the sateen is unusual, the houndstooth of the bottom row is interesting. So all of these can be done in paper before you actually weave them. And Instagram can also be a resource. This was basket weaving, but this got a cool pattern. You might be able to do something like that with HFs. Yeah, cool stuff. So no shortage of resources. So before we, okay, I think I'm gonna pause now. We'll do show and tell after. So let me escape here and stop sharing. Okay, so people at home, if you are interested, let me know and I can send you a PDF of the PowerPoint. Yeah, I'll just pin us here. So what we're going to do here at the live meeting is we are going to work on doing some of our paper weaving. And then, so you guys are welcome to stay here, or I'm going to pause the recording. And then, unless we want to do show and tell first, what does everybody think? Should we do show and tell first?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna reshare, so we'll do show and tell first, so our Zoom members can see things. So let's go back here and share. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so show and tell. So there's 2 online show and tells for people who are here.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, this is Judith's, and she was
I love it.
embroidering a sheep,
So great.
and then she decided she's gonna add beads as the background.
I don't see it.
That
is adorable.
Really
Where,
good.
it's not on the screen.
It's not on the screen?
Yeah, we see it.
No,
No, we see the Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, so let me stop, let me just.
I want to see my face.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. This has happened before. So I'm gonna share
Oh,
Should we
the
put
rest
cup?
share your-
Did we do the red cupcake?
Yeah,
I'll see what we
Yeah, it was. What can we do?
So, how do I share the best? Yes. You have selected share content.
Can't you just scroll down on your,
Well, let's see.
on that other thing?
I need to share the whole desktop. So, anybody know how to do that?
Are you still sharing?
I
Oh.
know,
No.
I'm gonna share,
Okay.
but I don't
Are
see
you in
the
Zoom?
desktop. I'm in Zoom.
Okay, so I think
I
it's
can't
from
see them.
Zoom.
Right.
You do it.
I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
it was on your slideshow. It was one of the pictures.
It was, but let
So
me see.
can't you scroll down on the,
Yeah, but it wasn't opening to that. So let me try that again.
Let's see.
So I can't see exactly what it is, but I think
It should
geographically,
be
that's
one of
where I
those.
usually do it.
It should be like one of those.
One of those,
Maybe
and if
this
you
one?
toggle, maybe you can go back to
Okay, content only, over the shoulder, side by side. Let's try this and see if that works. People at home, let us know. Are you seeing it at home?
Yes.
Okay.
yes. How cute is that?
Great,
Beautiful.
great. Isn't that
It's
adorable?
adorable, very nice.
So Judith, what's the scale of this?
It's small. It's like, I don't know.
8 inches?
It's just a small hoop. This is work in progress. It's going to take me forever to complete it, but it's
Yeah.
a fun thing.
That's so cute. Where did you get the bead flowers?
Actually, it's from the Kenilworth when you did that Maker's Day. That's where I started it. I did the sheep there,
That's so
Oh,
great.
and then
cool.
it's an ongoing project.
Oh, that's excellent. Yay, full circle.
Yeah, that Maker's Day was so fun.
Thank you. It was fun. It was fun. Yay, thank you. Thank you for,
I'm going to do more beading and more embroidery.
okay,
Wow.
good. And then you can show us work in progress after. Okay, guys, oh, so how do I do the next one now? Let's try clicking on this.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you went past.
Far. Okay, can you guys at home see Maxine's bracelet?
That's pretty. I love
Yes.
Yes.
Good,
That
good,
is
good,
pretty.
good. Okay, so this is also a work in progress. She's doing, I don't think Max joined us. She's doing freeform beading. So she did iridescent beads in peyote stitch for the center. And then she's adding the other beads along the edge, and she's gonna go back and add more and more along the edge.
Very nice.
So, yeah, the Westfield Weavers used to have a bead group that met.
Oh,
And then when Kathy moved away, we stopped doing
Yeah.
that. But maybe we should revive that.
They were my victims of my cooking sometimes.
But it was fun.
It was a small group.
It's a study group, yeah. Okay, so Steve sent this. This is more of a tell and show a little bit.
There's Carolyn stuff.
The New Hope Arts Center is having an exhibition that started or is starting the 26th, I think. It said somewhere on, June 26th to August 2nd. So it's a fiber show. So if anybody is interested, New Hope is also a really fun place.
And that piece, if you know Carolyn Hicks Sawyer,
Yeah.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have her in May
Oh,
and it fell through. Yeah, so that's a dimensional weaving.
Was she triaxles? Isn't that what she calls it?
Triaxial. Yeah, no, it's not triaxial.
It's not, but that's what she calls
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's 3D, sure.
And there
Anyway,
was also a very good show at Art on Bainbridge in Princeton. It's an annex of the Princeton Art Museum. It's
oh,
manipulated knotted rugs. It's really
Ooh.
cool.
do you know if it's still up?
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
Ah, excellent, okay. So I'll have to,
It's
Steve,
up
can you shoot me
until
a text or an email with the name of that, and then I can pass it
I
on?
put it in the. It's up till August 2nd. I put it in the chat.
Okay, great, thank you. So we're out of slides, so we'll take a look at that, thank you. Okay, and so the end of the slides is, and then we'll do show and tell live here. The fall 2026 September Guild meeting. We used, before the pandemic, we used to have a potluck dinner, and we're going to bring that back. So it's the third Monday, September 21st. Is that the sheep and wool, New Jersey sheep and wool weekend? I
No,
don't
it's the
think so.
weekend before.
Yeah, that's the weekend before, so this is the weekend, so not too busy. And the topic of that meeting is going to be our guild challenge, wearable handwovens. So you are welcome to bring finished garments. You're welcome to bring works in progress. We'd like to see what everybody was doing for the guild challenge. Yeah, we love in-person show and tell and all kinds of show and tell. And then our next year's guild challenge will be revealed at that meeting. So we're gonna have a different challenge for next year. So save the date. Most likely it will be here, because the Westfield Historical Society has been very generous in letting us use this building, which is really wonderful. So that is the end of the slides, and now we can do in person. So I have us pinned at the meeting, so we can go around and do show and tell. My show and tell was still wet, so I didn't bring it. So who has show and tell?
I have Sharon.
Okay, Karen is gonna start show and tell.
So I'm going to Convergence in August and participating in the kitchen towel exchange. So I wove up a few runs of these, but it's Mardi Gras colors, right? 10-2 cotton, and thank you, I have an inkle woven tab here. So, thank you. And
I
within
love it.
the theme of New Orleans, I also provided a lanyard, which is a little something extra, like a little bonus gift. And so I made these ceramic hooks. And you can put your nail in and slide up, and the fleur-de-lis hides it. So
Oh,
That's amazing.
Is that deflected double weave?
it is deflected double weave, so much so that I did several runs of different colors, and then decided to put tencel on it and do a scarf. So
Wow.
I kept the set at 24. That I used for the 10-2 cotton. For the 8-2, I used 20. I just feel like I had to be really lightly on my head. And this one is square, okay, but I'm actually, I have black, red, and white on the loom right now, so I'm beating even more lightly because it's a little too squished from.
This is amazing.
Yes, I think so. It's on my 8 baby wall, and I usually do the 8
Which is way fun. Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
When it comes around.
Colors are beautiful.
They are gorgeous. How many do you have to make for the towel exchange?
4. So I did
So much.
6, 2 are going into sale. And then I have probably 5 runs of 8-2 cotton in different work combinations. I kept tying on, and I was able to keep it interesting. And maybe because I would do 4 at a time. I usually do 6 towels at a time, but I cut it short for this one on the 8-2s because I wanted to switch colors.
Do you have to send them in advance?
I have to send them the draft, a form that is what I used, a reference. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Swedish draft is because I found this is actually from the Swedish draft. So it's my first time converting it, and I think there were 2 steps in converting it. Don't ask me now because I started this a little while ago. But I have it in as a wood file now, so I don't have to look at the Swedish one.
Wow,
Different.
It's written
That's
different.
beautiful.
They're different,
Ooh.
so
Wow.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping. Oh, it looks beautiful.
It
Oh my
feels
God.
wonderful.
Thank you very much.
And that's a hand towel?
It's a kitchen towel and they were very specific on the dimensions.
It's too long to use.
So
I was
never say that
too.
it's functional, you have to use.
It's too pretty.
It's like when my other friends say, oh, it's too pretty to use. I said, do you want people to feel that way about your mugs? Use it.
And the little 10 ounce cells.
Wow. I love it.
She made with the ankle. Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Hey, Devo, have you got something to show us?
because I was not thinking yesterday.
Okay, Leah?
I do have.
Yay!
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show everybody. I wish my boyfriend. Oh.
Yes,
It's so
Oh,
perfect.
I finished and I hand sewed
Oh.
everything.
Oh, it's
It's so
beautiful.
perfect.
She did with the
Right,
ankle.
so it's,
Oh,
I made
I
it
love
tie
it.
long enough, so.
Yeah, like to wrap it around.
I don't think
I'd love
I
to.
love it. It's so cute.
I know it.
It's
So pretty.
perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had enough fabric for a pocket. I mean, I do, but
Gorgeous.
you know, it's otherwise not gonna match the
It
stripes.
should match, it should stand out.
Say, actually.
So, I mean, it turned out
It
okay.
is so
love
good.
it.
Adorable.
The ankle band is gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Well, the ankle band was eights too.
Yes, all of it was eights too. Would you like to pass
yes.
it?
What is the weave structure?
This one was, I don't remember, but this one was woven on an 8 shaft.
Oh, really?
It's from that 2-tie unit weave.
Double two tile?
Yeah, yes.
Was it a weaver's?
Nice job with the sewing.
Weaver's magazine book?
It's like, it's very thin, so.
Like the metal and thin.
Yeah, yeah.
I love you. I've never done anything cooler. I love it.
Gorgeous.
And I love your band.
I don't know, that's great, abandoned.
Okay, people at home will show that when it comes around here.
I'm just thinking.
I
do like have an apron on the back and not like the loop around.
I love this so much.
One that has a very long, generous thing, so I can.
When we were in Pennsylvania, we visited so many yarn fabric shops that I was inspired to sew something. So this is my apron.
Oh, that's
Oh, amazing.
So,
Yeah.
and it's reversible, so we've got
Wow.
polka dots here, 2 pockets, and then if I want to wear it on the other side, it's right with 2 pockets. And I love that everything is so right, but it's crisscross in the back.
I love it.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Right.
so you don't have to tie
That's
it.
cute.
Yeah.
Yes. Pattern?
Excuse me?
Did you alter the pattern?
I made the straps a little bit shorter because I'm short and I felt like it was hanging too low. So I tried it on a couple of times before I finished it and I just shortened them a little bit. And the pattern, because I lent the pattern to Ellen, it's like a one standard size, but if you want to make it smaller, it tells you just shift this over. If you want to make it larger, shift it over that way and just cut the
Oh,
fabric. So.
I like that.
There's a line, right? There's a line.
And if there's no seams, it's great because there's no exposed seams, so it's nice.
Wow.
I
love it. I like how you figure out the pattern.
Whoa.
While Andrea helped me.
That's
perfect.
Wow.
Andrea was like, get the polka dots.
Yeah, and then I want you to make something.
And she's on polka dot.
Mhm.
Look at the
That's a photo.
band.
Very nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
See if we can hold it so you can.
Nice
see.
colors.
It's incredible. Is this a plated twill?
I think so, yeah, it might be.
I love it.
Is that hard?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Not last fitting, no, not.
Gosh, I love it.
Did you see this? No. Okay,
It's so beautiful. It's a good idea.
Kathy, do you have show and tell?
I do. I was busy.
Let's cover everything.
Not the bad. Ooh.
So I'll do the ooh, ah.
Yes. Well, since my first house to start came out horrible, I wanted to perfect the pattern, so I just made some towels.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Love the house too.
I like house too.
Yeah, I did specially work for my,
And that's rigid heddle.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, very
yeah,
nice.
and I just hem stitched and I wasn't hemming them, I just wanted to, I really just wanted to do the pattern.
So
So it was
pretty.
Very nice.
What's your arm?
84 cotton.
It's beautiful. This is a chenille. I'm jumping ahead.
Oh, it feels so nice. Yeah, I just finished this one, it's another chenille one.
I like
From that made
This would be a
American
nice
difference. I
thirsty
bought out the
towel.
chenille. But it's a
And you were able to warp with chenille?
no, it's
Oh,
this
okay.
is merino.
Oh, okay, because the chenille breaks.
Yeah, no, and it's just the weft is
One of my first weaving projects was,
Yeah.
I made tons of chenille scarves for like a couple of years before I even had the nerve to branch out. It's not that, I was brand.
in the
Yeah.
weft too.
And the weft and warp.
And the warp is,
Yeah.
the chenille
Just
that I
have to
have,
get
but
your
then
tension right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is rayon, it's not cotton chenille. But yeah, but I just used the
It's nice and soft.
It looks red
I do like the colors too. It's
Okay.
pretty.
yes, it's the green one I did.
Beautiful.
Really?
I had to
Very
wear
nice.
some-
And then this one, this is similar to the
Great.
It looked very.
yeah, it's just this is
That's cute.
It's,
I mean, for a scarf.
feels really nice. And
I was disappointed it wasn't longer.
Yeah, oh,
I think I had a nice
There's one that I too that I made. It's
That's a nice one.
It's a little pin.
Yeah, it was literally like this. You and that glass you should tell.
It's beautiful. She just throws them out like.
Wait,
I need more time.
Oh,
That's it. I just take more
When
time.
I
Gorgeous.
Great.
Times and
I love
my-
it. I gotta get my juice.
Nice fringe.
I think what color is this? It's like a rust.
Yeah,
Great.
like a later.
Burnt
This is
orange.
still in my kitchen, so I just did it in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
so Kathy is taking a workshop this coming weekend to learn multi-shaft.
So I don't know any of this.
Oh, yeah.
But you
I
will.
do that.
You will, yeah, you will.
You get a head start.
Yes.
Yeah,
Man,
Rabbit hole she goes.
because this is like.
beautiful.
Ooh.
It's all.
Yeah, the coast.
It's funny, very raspberry.
It's really great.
They're like my go-to.
Kathleen, you have show and tell.
No, I've been a slug, but I do have a tell. I finally finished winding the warp for the baby.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So maybe next time, I know.
Maybe by September.
I know, right, the baby will be 18.
Barbara, do you have any show and tell for us?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Because I think the last time we were here, I just gotten the floor loom and we just got it worked. So I think mug rugs on it just to test it out and test out patterns from the pattern dictionary.
Can you tell people at home about your new to you loom?
Yes, I never in a million years expected to be getting a floor loom. And on one Thursday, Karen sent me a link to a Facebook page and said, "Here's your new loom." And somebody was selling a Harrisville 8-shaft 10 treadle floor loom from 1989, and it was in gorgeous condition, and it came with a whole host of things. So it was a really good deal, and it was worth a drive 3 hours to Maryland to pick it up and renting a van to get it. So thankfully Ellen and Karen and Kathleen came and helped, and Luann helped me get it warped the very first time. And I've really found warping with cotton is so much easier than warping with wool. So I was just playing around with the treadles and the tie-up patterns and the threading and all of that. So for me, this is like old school for everybody else, but this was like new for me going through and picking out patterns to do. So I just have a bunch of mug rugs here that I put together, and I actually put labels on in the book which pattern it was, so that I would remember. And I was playing with clasped weft.
Wow.
And then my favorite one, I actually framed. So there's just a bunch of little. So not a big deal for me. It was a big deal doing that. So now I'm halfway warped for more jacket fabric for the Guild Challenge.
Yay.
That's awesome.
How wide is your new loom?
40-inch
Oh,
width.
it's nice.
Ooh.
I can do
You're
it with
alive
no
with that.
fabric.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, excuse me, this is, I think about mine.
So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm so happy that I got it.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Mm.
That is so awesome.
And let's see, here's a few.
That's my favorite one.
That's what I want to try.
That is
You
so
framed it.
fun.
It's fun.
And.
Well, I framed the one that Ellen had
zigzags and-
given me. And I forgot it was spindles, and I was like, oh, this is really pretty. And I looked both sides, I'm like, but this kind of like seemed fuzzy. I'm like, oh. So I framed it out, and I sent her the picture, goes,
Oh.
"The spindle." I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Okay.
I said, that's okay, I just flipped it back
So-
over, so now.
Hey, Diane, do you have any
Nope.
show and tell?
Nope.
Okay, so Dee does, but Dee is had to take a phone call. So, maybe I'll show the people at home and then Dee can talk about it. It feels like heaven.
Oh, wow.
So
That looks
this is
fluffy.
Dee's show and tell.
Ooh.
I then have to hold it up so that the light comes through it. It's just.
Oh,
wow. Isn't that beautiful? Is that the wool she spun? Because she was spinning something like
Yeah,
that.
It feels like Angora.
Oh, okay.
It feels so.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Oh,
Greta, are you still spinning?
yes, I am.
Yeah.
There's David.
I am indeed. And I've been knitting more than weaving. But
Oh,
when you
okay.
take breaks,
Kathy, thank you. It's the Brooks bouquet.
Is it? Yeah.
This is,
Can you tell everybody?
well, I was lucky to get Francis Early had a sale, so I got a lot of, a big cone of this, and I was wondering, what should I do? And then Kathy did the Brooks bouquet, and I wanted to try it out. But it's too much to do for an entire scarf. I would have been
Yes.
Yeah.
the rest of my life, so I just put it on.
It's nice and beautiful as a border.
I just put it on
is.
the border.
Oh,
and
it's just beautiful.
So I think that was enough.
Beautiful.
And it was fun to do. It's not the best weaving, but it was.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Anyway.
looks pretty good to me.
Gorgeous.
It is.
What fiber is that?
I think it's merino and I'm not sure if it was mohair or angora or something. Soft and fluffy and
Oh, soft.
playful. So
Beautiful.
What does it feel like to you, Karen?
Feels more like merino and angora, because I don't feel the wiriness of
there's mohair, yeah.
Feels like.
Yeah, because I think she had
So
mohair on it, but I don't think
I
it's
thought
mohair.
it's me, you said, you know,
Are you allergic to?
I'm not like Lisa,
Oh.
but I am allergic to bunnies.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, washed them much better.
yeah, my niece is, and so I will not give that to her.
Are you keeping that one?
Apparently I'm
I have a
allergic to my
friend that I
sunscreen.
want to give it to her,
I'm
so.
allergic to
Yeah.
I had, I put on yesterday my SP, my moisturizing SPF.
Yes, anything with
And
SPS.
my face got like all blotchy. My friend's like, Tina, what happened to your face?
Beautiful job, Julie.
Thank you, Kathy.
It's
beautiful.
So
I'm allergic to mediums.
have anything they wanna hold up
So
or
we should
show?
have drill either.
Hello?
It's so pretty.
Judith,
gorgeous.
Steve, or Greta, you have any show and tell you'd like to do? We continue.
The hat I'm making,
Oh, okay, Greta. I will
Ooh.
also.
it's hand
Oh, too
spun.
many.
It's not woven. as you can see.
That's
But
okay.
it's,
Beautiful.
I spin, you know, I get these sheep, these fleeces from the farms. This is from a CVM sheep in Oregon, and it was a
Oh.
spotted, so I used the brown part. I spun the brown
Oh.
part and the tan
Oh.
part, and I'm knitting. It's taking me forever because I'm knitting it on number 2 needles. Uh, you know, which is small for a hat for me. Um, but anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Very nice.
Not that soft, but it's pretty soft. I think it's okay for my head, somebody's head.
Are you spinning on a wheel or a drop spindle?
I'm spinning on a wheel. I've kind of given up drop spindles. It's just so slow, you know, and I don't know. I bought one of those e-spinners, those little ones, the
Electric
Dreaming
wheel?
Robots
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
And boy, that thing is nice. When I had my ankle replaced last year, and I couldn't do anything except lie in bed for 3 weeks. And I spun a lot of stuff on it. You know, I just had it on my lap the whole time. So it was fun. You know.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hey, Steve, have you got anything?
No,
Okay, and Judith, we already, you have anything else? Judith? She's muted. Okay,
Not this meeting.
at this meeting, okay. All right, so, remote people, you are welcome to stay on. I'm gonna end the recording now. And, you're welcome to stay or leave as you choose. We're gonna stay and do our activity. So, stop the recording.